Welcome back to Chamber Business Hour. My name's Joe Galley. I'm the host of the program. We appreciate you tuning in on Independent Talk 1100 KFNX. And of course, we do this program every Saturday afternoon right here on KFNX. We appreciate you tuning in. And this is the program where we bring you our chamber members. We talk with them directly, allow them to promote their businesses, and hopefully you get out and utilize their services. Make sure you check out our guest last segment, Dave Johnson, Mr. America, great outdoor cooling guy for all your outdoor cooling needs. And at the bottom of the hour, we partner with the Arizona Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and Glenn Hammer, the President CEO of the Arizona Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Our partner on the program typically is here to talk with us about what's going on in the world of politics and how that impacts business. But right now with us in studio, very excited for our guest, Kurt Wilhelm with Crescendo, to be with us. Thanks for being here, Kurt.
Thanks for bringing me on, Joe.
Well, listen, I know that you're a radio host yourself. I know that you got your own show. So you're a pro here, and I'm just going to set them up and you can knock them down, okay?
Sure.
Crescendo, absolutely. First of all, telecom, and web marketing, and blended the two. Sure. Telecom and web marketing. Talk about those two important facets of what you do at Crescendo.
Absolutely. One of the things we like to do for whether somebody's listening to our show, which is called The Social Universe on World Talk Radio and Voice America, is to help reduce costs. So we take a consulting approach and move costs down so that you can do whatever you want with it, and theoretically you can do some web marketing with it when we're done. So we like to free up that money so that you can contribute that freed up money into a heretofore not allocated budget that is for web marketing. But a couple of things about Crescendo that are wonderful to talk about is that you may have known Crescendo as Intertel, which is a $720 million, almost $1 billion company that sold out to Mitel, which was only valued at a fifth of its price, and now went into the VoIP cloud phone systems. The reason why they went into VoIP cloud phone systems is that it normally saves a company when you go up against PBX. It's not even a comparison. There's no cost to be able to get a new phone system, whereas PBX phones are about $2,000 a handset on an average. You want to have 10 phones, it costs you 20 grand. With Crescendo, there's no cost to get in, and normally it lowers your monthly phone bill by about 30%. If anybody knows anything about VoIP Cloud, it's because you don't have to run phone lines with it anymore. You just run it through your internet.
So this is office phone solutions essentially through the cloud.
Yes.
Which has opened up. Can you touch on that for a minute? Because I don't want to, I know there's a couple other important things that you and I are going to end up talking about on this program. And we want our listeners to know we're going to get the Trusted Team, which is a great e-marketing referral system software.
Absolutely, one of the most powerful I've ever met.
And I'm excited to get your thoughts on that. The web marketing piece, obviously you're a pro at web marketing, we can talk a bit about that, but the phone solution thing to me just seems to be, from a more tangible standpoint, I know we have a lot of listeners out there that are small business owners across the valley, and a lot of them are stuck in a rut with their phone systems where they've had them for 10 or 20 years, they can't get maintenance, they can't get upgrades, they've got so much money into these systems, they've depreciated, and so the capital investment in them was huge initially, and they see no reason to move forward, but they can't propel their business forward with these lagging phone structures. So what are your thoughts? How do you talk to a client like that?
It's actually really easy. It almost sells itself because it lowers the cost. It gives you an upgraded, brand new, state-of-the-art phone system without having to have anything out of pocket. It is just, there's actually studies that show that about 80% of businesses will be on the VoIP cloud phone systems within the next 3 to 5 years, and the only reason they haven't switched immediately is because they're in contract. So if you're not in contract and you would like to reduce your phone costs, give us a call at 480-296-1776. We'll be happy to help you out.
All right, Kurt Wilhelm is with us. He's with Crescendo. He just gave you the number, 480-296-1776. That's 480-296-1776. And it's crescendo.com. Do you want to spell that?
Sure, CREXENDO.com. It's the Portuguese spelling. Don't ask me why that was chosen. I wasn't the marketing director, but it's CREXENDO.com.
Okay. Well, listen, I appreciate your insight on some of the office cloud solutions. I think people get scared by that. Sometimes they're scared of the cloud. But it is amazing what it is when you learn and understand exactly the power of how you can do business in the cloud. It can reduce costs by a really finite amount of money, and like you said, you can actually take that money and then shift it over into some marketing aspects where previously you didn't have a marketing budget, right?
Absolutely. You can even pay your chamber fees with it. If you haven't
Sure.
joined the chamber, go for it.
It's a great idea. Kurt, you're my chief marketing guy.
There
I
you
love
go.
that. I like how you think. Get your chamber membership dues in right away after you hire Crescendo to help you with your cloud-based phone systems. That's a great
Absolutely.
idea. Very good. All right. Well, listen. Of course, I'll take the opportunity. You can find out more information about the North Scottsdale Chamber of Commerce at northscottsdalechamber.org. So check us out there. Check out Kurt Wilhelm and Crescendo at CREXENDO.com. Kurt, why don't we shift a little and talk about Trusted Team, because I know that's
Sure.
important to you.
Absolutely. Trusted Team, on my talk show called The Social Universe, we actually talk all about social media web marketing. The two most powerful things that I have found as I talk with my callers, and I think the agreement is pretty well out there, is that Google is king, Google rocks the world, and so the only thing I'm going to say about Crescendo as far as Google is concerned is that they are at top 20 out of about 100,000 SEOs rated top 20 in the USA, and they're located here in Phoenix, so it's nice to have somebody in your backyard that's one of the major rock stars in web marketing. There's so many people out of their basement who say, yeah, I'll do your SEO for you, nothing happens. They weren't familiar with the latest Google algorithms, and so there is a reason why Crescendo is a $50 million company and doing a great job what they do. Anything but a basement outfit, a first-rate outfit, and they'll get you ranking on hundreds of keywords rather than just a couple. So I'll leave it there, and then we'll talk about Trusted Team, which is, to me, something that's going to become, for small business owners, just as much or more powerful than Google is. And you can actually, later on, I know that North Scottsdale Chamber is thinking of adopting
We've talked about it. You showed me the software. I'm intrigued by it. I think it has amazing potential. We have, as you know, a very large e-blast database. So one of our resources, when you look at the chamber and what we can do for business, we've got literally, thousands of live hot contacts that we email on a regular basis and we put information out to, and then those people make decisions based on what our message is. And the power of Trusted Team to include specific referral points for our business members in those e-blasts, I think has a tremendous upshot for our members, which is why I'm interested in exploring it a little bit. But why don't you talk more about the specifics
Sure,
of how
absolutely.
it works? Yeah.
Here's the best way to understand Trusted Team, and it isn't these things, but it has the characteristics of these things. So it's like combining the characteristics of LinkedIn with the characteristics of Angie's List for feedback. So LinkedIn is your profile, Angie's List concepts are the feedback. Salesforce.com, so that you actually have the ability to follow leads through a referral that you give. You want to know how they're being treated and when they close, especially if there's referral fees involved, and especially if anything, you just want to know what happened to that referral I gave.
Absolutely.
Right? The other aspect is also true, is that it removes the floating pieces of paper. When a referral is given, it goes into your CRM database. Also, they are in the next version of it. When somebody emails you a lead, it will actually, and you run it through Trusted Team, it will actually pull out the lead information out of that email and immediately put it into Trusted Team for you. So it's kind of an autofill, which is really, really nice. So there's three aspects of giving referrals inside of Trusted Team, but before I move into that, the last aspect of it is constant contact. It's the concept of constant contact. So there's email marketing. So all of those combine together, and then they add something that's the icing on the cake that no other social media program has added out there, which is 360 sort of a Google Analytics of knowing what your referral partners are doing to market you. So how many emails did they send out where you were part of their Trusted Team? How many, what was the click-through rate on open ratio? What was the click-through rate? How many times did they hit your profile? All of those things are tracked, just like in Google Analytics. Where did your referrals come from and tracked? So there's three ways that referrals are physically given inside of Trusted Team. As an FYI, I've received about $1.8 million of referral contract value in 2 months on Trusted Team. I have never seen anything this powerful before, and it's using the same referral partners that I have had for a long time. They just got in gear, and at a later time we'll talk about why they get in gear. But here's the three ways that referrals are given. One is just manually. like the CRM database. 2 is through co-marketing emails, which we'll get into a little bit, and which Joe mentioned a little bit. Essentially, there's a banner ad that's made up of clickable thumbnails of all of your referral partners on there that you recommend. The third way is social media. So you actually can do one click like Hootsuite, one click social media posts that go through and market everybody. I know we're coming in to break time, and I think we have a hard break. So I just want to say, if you go to bizgrowth, bizgrowth.trustedteam.com /start, the /start will give you a video where the creator of the product talks more about it. So thank you so much.
All right. Well, Kurt, I apologize having to cut you off, but it's great having you on the program. We'll have you back to talk more about it once we get going with Trusted Team. And sorry we're facing a hard break, but that's Chamber Business Hour. We'll be back with more. Stay tuned. You're listening to Independent Talk, 1100 KFNX.